love to say you that I like animals. And I can prove you with this picture. I'm not crazy, don't judge me. I just wanted to try this huge patron snake last year in my country. And it's a real one, it's not fake. But it doesn't mean that I would accept a strange animal such as anteater as my pet. Never, no way. Previously, there was a famous man, Salvador Dali. He had an anteater as his pet. And scientists said that he had some various mental sicknesses, and they said that he suffered from madness. Although I like his great paintings, this mental illness problem, unfortunately, is all over the world nowadays. For example, in the United States, as recent statistics and charts, it's said that 25% of American adults people are suffering from mental illnesses, even the serious one. Today I'm going to talk about mental illnesses and three aspects of view. First, I will talk about main causes and some common disorders. Second, I will talk about some strange and rare mental disorders. There are a lot of them, but I will talk about some of them. And third, I will talk about some famous people with mental disorders. Let's start with the first part. Mental problems are changing feelings and behaving and acting in people. They are not as the normal people sometimes. And there are some probable causes for these problems. First is stress, even in life or work. And the second probable cause is genetic risks. These two main causes can lead to mental disorders. And there are some common mental illnesses. You may know all of them. Depression, bipolar disorder, it means have two characteristics. And ADHD, it's about the hyperactive children. And schizophrenia and autism, it means people in this autism can't make communication with the other people in society. Now we can go to the second part, some strange mental disorders. The first one has a very interesting name, Alice in Wonderland syndrome. Some information about this. In this case, people think that their size of their body are huge. They are not as the same people. And the other external objects are smaller and tinier than their real size. And the ground is closer to them. It's very strange. Second is, some names are so hard, I tried it, bibliomania syndrome. In this case, people love to have a book collection, and it has another name as a book madness. They like to have they have an uncontrollable urge to have a great collection of books. Even they don't want to read them, but they want to have the books. Third one is, it's the scary one. In this case, they want to have their body cut. Why? Because they want to get rid of one of their healthy part of their body. Because they think in this case, they will feel so happier than the normal people. Sorry about this. And fourth, it's high class. I like this. Because in foreign accent syndrome, people suddenly comes up with another accent. And this can be resulted from a stroke or a severe trauma in brain. And they can speak fluently in another accent, which is not their native accent. It's so, I think they're so lucky. And hybristophilia syndrome. Do you remember this film? It's Natural Bull Killer. The woman in that film, the characteristic of that woman has this syndrome. It's so weird because they want to enjoy having sexual activity with the criminals or killers. They want to marry with killers. I don't know what to say. And Lima syndrome. In this case, people first try to take some people as their hostage, and then they try to be sympathetic toward them, and they want to show great concern and care about them, you know. And the other one is trichotillomania. It's a hard name. In this case, people have a strong urge to pulling hair from their body, from eyebrows, hair, and other parts. And it will worsen by anxiety and depression. And it's also more common in between girls more than boys. Boys are good at this. And the last one is about walking corpse syndrome. It's so weird too. People in this case are convinced that they are dead. They think that they are dead. And they don't exist in the world, and they think they lost their soul. Just they are walking without their soul. Now we can go to the last part, which is some famous people with mental disorders. Winston Churchill, he suffered from a serious depression. Van Gogh, he had some stable moods, and he did suicide at age of 37. Vivian Leigh, beautiful actress, he suffered from manic depression. Beethoven, he suffered from bipolar disorder. Charles Dickens, great writer, he suffered from clinical depression. Jim Carrey, my favorite actor, he suffered, unfortunately, suffers from serious depression. And Isaac Newton, great scientist, he suffered from bipolar disorder. And as conclusion, now with all these things, we can we have some ability to distinguish the mental ill people. I want to say that we should be supportive and we shouldn't escape from them. We should be helpful to them, and because they are human beings as we are. And we should be positive about these things. I mean, these great scientists, writers, and actresses had some problems, mental problems, but they were great. And I mean, craziness and madnesses sometimes make people to be creative and unique. And let's see in this aspect that they can be useful for us, and we should respect them more than the healthy people, because they had some problems. Although they had some problems, they were useful for us. And as our food needs some spices, our life needs some spices too. So sometimes we should be crazy, don't afraid of that. But normally, not than normal stage. And I beg you to avoid stress in your life and relax and enjoy your life.